Hello and welcome to part 15 of the Sega Saturn Supplemental. You're joining me again. I've got my tasty beverage and 3 more Sega Saturn games. All 3 of them are fighting games and... breathing helium makes you dizzy after a while. Oh boy. Is it all gone? It's all gone and it's worn out. Oh, hang on, I'm dizzy now. Okay. Helium is fun, but it isn't oxygen. Don't breathe too much helium too quickly, otherwise you're going to get real dizzy. Okay. So, as I said, we've got 3 fighting games here. 2 from Capcom. 1 from... Asuka is the name of the company. As far as I'm aware, the game that they made, this is the only fighting franchise they ever made, so... yeah. More on that later. Let's start off with the 2 Capcom games, shall we? What we're going to look at first, let's bring up the system. Hang on a second, one moment. Uno momento. Okay, yeah. Trying to get a brighter image on this video now. Trying to do some experiments to bring up the brightness, because Ava Media itself isn't helping. So I'm going to see if the OBS itself can rectify this issue, because I've been getting some not very nice messages, in fact downright rude messages from people telling me quite literally I'm a piece of shit because my videos are a bit dark. Not very nice. You talk like that to me, you're not going to get a response, you're just going to get blocked. Anyway, first game we're going to look at is the Sega Saturn version of Street Fighter Alpha 3, or rather 03, since this is the Japanese version. Still considered in a few circles to be one of the best versions of Alpha 3. This is the box version, because this copy of the game came with the mandatory RAM cartridge. That's right, this is one of the games that makes use of the 4 megabyte RAM cartridge, and only the 4 megabyte RAM cartridge. You cannot play this game without it, so... this game makes really good use of it. People ask, what makes this version of the game so special? Well, I'll get into it. But first we're just gonna look at the intro. This version of the game was released in 1999, so Saturn was long dead in the West by the time this game was released on it. Cards gauge, mode select. RGB. Let's do RGB. As far as I can tell, I've never been able to spot a difference between RGB mode and normal mode. But we're gonna use RGB mode, why not? Okay. Oh wait, no. Arcade Original. I find the screen edge assets tend to fit the aspect ratio a little bit better on Original. If you go to arcade mode, stuff tends to... It's meant to be... It's pixel perfect to the arcade version, and the Sega Saturn version of this game actually runs at a slightly lower resolution than the arcade original. And because all the on-screen assets are pixel perfect, they tend to be slightly cropped off the edge of the screen a bit, so... Not by much, only like a few pixels, but if you set it to original, it brings them in just a little bit to make sure that they're 100% on screen at all times. All the sprites are the exact same size of the arcade version, there's just less edge real estate. Okay, so we're looking at standard arcade mode versus training, world tour. Not sure what entry mode is. Team battle, survival, dramatic battle, which is cool, we'll have a look at that in a minute. Final battle, which I think just pits you against the last boss of the game in a one-on-one fight. We're just going to go straight into standard arcade mode. So, things about this version of the game that people remember it fondly for, specifically in comparison to its closest contemporary at the time, which would have been the PlayStation 1 version. Now, the PlayStation 1 version is a great version of this game. It's far from arcade perfect, but the PlayStation 1 version of Alpha 3 is as good as you could possibly get that game on that system. And Capcom did an amazing job getting it as good looking as they did. However, the PlayStation 1 was never intended originally to play games with large amounts of 2D assets. It can be done, but it's not designed for that. The Sega Saturn, on the other hand, is. So, first of all, it's a small detail, and a lot of people don't find it a problem, but full idle animation on the character select screen, something which is not there on the PlayStation 1 version. PS1 version, it's just static single frame images. Whereas on this version, you get the full idle animation for all of the selectable characters. You couldn't do that on the PlayStation because the PlayStation doesn't have enough RAM to store all that frame animation. And yes, arguably the Saturn wouldn't either without the RAM cart, but the RAM cart does a lot more than just provide enough RAM to store the idle animations in the character select screen. Who are we going to be? Let's be Sakura. Why not? So you've got Xism, Zism, Vism. I'm a standard boilerplate Zism kind of guy. I know it's boring, but that's what I like. This game is surprisingly playable, even though it's the Japanese version. Most of the game is in English. Really the only parts of the game that are in Japanese are the story boxes and the explanation boxes. Most of the information that you actually need to play the game is all in English, so it's super easy to play. Now, is where the Sega Saturn version has at least one massive advantage over the PlayStation version. Check out that load time. The PlayStation version has kind of a 20-second load screen between the character select and the actual fight. Saturn is about 3 to 4 seconds, thanks mainly to the RAM card, storing most of the necessary information in RAM before you even start the game. So you notice that fairly long load time we saw when we first booted up the game. That was the console loading all of the relevant information that it would need into the RAM. So at any one time, I think the system always has... It stores all of the character animations in the RAM cartridge. So when loading up into the fights, it only has to load the background and the music. Not even the music, really. I think the music is Redbook Audio, so it doesn't even have to load the music. It's just loading backgrounds. Whereas I think the HUD assets and character animation assets are all stored in the RAM. So that stuff is always loaded. Drastically reducing load times. I love this game. Not my favourite Street Fighter game, but it's a good one. Ah, yes, Sodom. My favourite Final Fight boss.
Get ready, fighter! Go for it, man!
Aha! Uh-oh. Oh, there goes my perfect. Whoop. Not going to let me get away with that a third time, is he? Whoop. Ooh, okay. Aha! Take it. I apologise if I'm not going to talk very much during this, but it's difficult to hold a conversation and play half-decent Street Fighter at the same time. Second time I hit you with my taunt, buddy. Come on, wake up! Whoop. Whoop, that hurt. Oh my god, dude. Okay, he's woke now. Sodom has officially woken up. And he's angry. Whoop. Get a bit defensive there.
You win! That was the best fight I ever saw! That's it, buddy!
Who's next? Bring it. Ah, Karen. Perfect. So, after this version of the game, I hesitate to really see if there's any actual home versions of this game that are actually, that not only look as good but play as good. Some people automatically refer to the Dreamcast version of this game. I want to say there was some issue with the Dreamcast version involving the hitboxes. Like there's something... It's not a major issue, but there's like minor differences between the Dreamcast version's hitboxes and all other versions of the game. Like the hitboxes in the Dreamcast version are very slightly smaller, which is fine for the average player, but for people who like want that arcade perfect experience is no good. But other than that, the Dreamcast version is great. Great version. As long as you've got an arcade stick, because trying to play Street Fighter with a standard Dreamcast controller is fucking awful. And then there's the PS2 version that came out with the Street Fighter Alpha Anthology collection that I own. 10 years ago, that was like a 2006, 2007 release. That was very late PS2. Ah, still got you. Missed. So that version is really, it's not really a port of the home version, it's more of like a direct port of the arcade version, which is perfect like for graphics, people who want the truly arcade, perfect looking version of the game. And there are plenty of really good controllers for Street Fighter on the PlayStation 1 and 2. But that version of the game lacks a lot of the extras that made the Saturn and PlayStation 1 versions so fun, like the World Tour mode. Specifically the Saturn version has all of the secret characters unlocked from the start. PlayStation version doesn't have that. Just the level of options available to you and content available to you isn't as high in that version of the game, even though it looks perfect to the arcade version. So, in terms of how it plays, how it looks, and sheer amount of content, I still think this version of the game, the Sega Saturn version, is still one of the best versions out there. A lot of people will point to Alpha 3 Max for the PSP. No, we're not talking about handheld games here. We're talking about games that you can plug into a TV and play with an arcade stick, or a six-button controller. No handheld versions allowed. I'm sure those versions are really good for the handhelds, but nah. Also, doesn't the PSP version have like insanely long load times? I think all of, Capcom put out a couple of its fighting games on the PSP and they all had ridiculously long load times. Like, does anyone remember Darkstalkers for the PSP? That thing loaded for a solid 40 seconds between fights. 30, 40 seconds I think I remember. So but yeah, sure, other than that, the PSP version I'm sure is great. As long as you don't mind playing on a tiny screen with less than great controls and terrible load times. And if you're not so concerned about the home version extras, extra content and modes, then I'm sure the PS2 version is just fine. Oh my god. Getting greedy. Ah! Too soon. I've never been good at that move. My success rate for that,
Get ready, fighter. Go for it,
whoop. Oh, he got out. Nice. Not this time, buddy. Come on, AI, wake up.
KO! You win!
E-Honda is well impressed. Alright. Do a couple more fights then we'll move on to the next game. Nash. AKA Charlie. AKA not Guile.
Hey, come on! Stand up! Face it straight!
Whoa. Okay. Oof. Footsies. Okay. That was kind of close. Alright, Nash, bring it on. Bring it on, buddy. You stupid hair. Oh my god, dude. Okay, the game has woken up now. Okay, so you're serious. I see. Oh, fuck's sake, Ash, get off me. Fuck. I got worked. Alright, we'll try him one more time.
9.
Yep.
Select your character.
Let's try a different character. Let's try someone. Like Cammy. Cammy's fun. Oh, it just resets you at the start. Oh well. Not a big deal. I thought it would continue off in the same stage, but I guess not. The other games do.
Come on! Get ready, fighters! Go for it, man!
This game's got a great soundtrack.
Nobody blink! Triumph or die!
Oh! I deserved that. I got cocky. Go for the safe option.
You win!
one more fight and then we'll call it a day. Oh, Sodom again. Joy.
Come on! Beat 'em up, guys! Triumph or die!
Whoop, whoop, uh-oh. No mercy. Oh, that was dumb. Way out of range for that. Take it, Sodom. What an unfortunate name.
You win! Stop in your back! It's not the end! You have been surprised!
Sagat. Ah. We'll do a Sagat fight and then we'll end it.
Come on! It's showtime! Fated strike!
Oof. Oh. Okay, Scott, so you're serious. Ah, asked for that. Totally asked for that. Up. Suplex.
You win! You can't give it up! Go for it, man!
Oh my god. Take him down, nothing fancy. Oh, I expected him to come be more aggressive than that. Okay.
Yes, sir! You win!
That last one was kind of hairy. So, yeah.
Hey, there's somebody who can stop this fighting machine!
That is Street Fighter Alpha/03. Still a great game. Still a great version of a great game. makes full use of the Saturn hardware and makes extremely good use of the RAM cartridge. Really good version. Okay, next game is another Capcom game. This game also requires a 4MB RAM cart. Okay, this game is Marvel Superheroes versus Street Fighter. This is the second versus game that Capcom ever made. The first one being X-Men versus Street Fighter, and then this is the sequel, Marvel Superheroes versus Street Fighter, and then after this would be the original Capcom versus Marvel. No, Marvel versus Capcom, which would then take the series, make the series popular.
Are you ready, true believers? Capcom and Marvel have joined forces once again to bring you Marvel Superheroes versus Street Fighter. One spectacular action! Don't miss out on the enjoyment of a lifetime. Behold, amazing services! Don't miss the most amazing tag team fighting game ever. Are you ready for a new challenger? Victory! Marvel Superheroes versus Street Fighter!
Now that is a subtle title screen.
Welcome to the adventure!
God damn. So, this is also a great version of this game. And whereas the only thing the Sega Saturn version of Street Fighter Alpha 3 had over the PlayStation version was frames of animation and load times, the Sega Saturn version of this game is completely different gameplay-wise. The PlayStation version of Marvel Superheroes vs. Street Fighter is just a standard one-on-one fighting game. The Sega Saturn version, like the original arcade version, is a tag team fighting game.
Welcome to the adventure!
The main reason the PlayStation 1 version is not a tag team fighting game and is just a one-on-one is, as you might suspect, due to RAM reasons. The PlayStation did not have enough RAM to store full sprite lists for 4 separate characters at the same time. So they had to reduce the second character to just a support role rather than a fully controllable fighter like it is in this game. Okay. Yep. Heavy punch plus heavy kick. Yep, both heavies to do supers. Okay. I have never been very good at these games, at these tag team games. I've never been good. I'm functional at Street Fighter games, but I've never been particularly great at the versus games. Yeah, Black Spider-Man and let's go Ken. Turbo. This game looks great. The art is so vivid. And again, super short load times. Very short load times. Okay, left trigger to switch. Come on, buddy. the right trigger to taunt, both mediums to call in your other character as a support. Whoop, uh-oh. Okay. Ah, I missed him. Crap. Okay, so it's... How did I do it? It was... 2 quarter circles and all 3 punch buttons. There. Got him. Right. Take it. There we go. See Gambit and Rogue hanging out in the background there. Help if I take the lid off, wouldn't it? Alright. Dalsim and Omega Red. Beast and Blanca hanging out back there. Okay. Like all the other versus games, this game has... Oh, get off, buddy. This game has super jumps, which can be useful. Also, there is a in-depth juggling system in this game that, again, I've never been good at. If you're expecting pro strats out of me, I'm only going to disappoint. Whoop. Shit. Oh my god. My weakness is I always try and play these games like Street Fighter games, and they're not Street Fighter games. Oh. Trying to play them like regular Street Fighter games, you're just handicapping yourself. Because you're not making full use of the mechanics. Alright, Wolverine and Akuma.
Spider says tingling.
Let's go, bub. Ready. Fight!
Web swing. Yeah.
First attack.
Oh, okay, yeah, there we go. Whoop. Okay. Okay. Whew. Uh-oh! Uh-oh! Fucking asked for that.
Whip swing. Whip swing.
Alright. Health situation is not good. Jesus. Akuma does what he does best. Just lays waste to everything in his path. Oh god, get off! Take it! It's not going to be enough, but my god, I'm going to try anyway. One more for luck. Nope, couldn't. There's a decent effort. Decent effort, but I'm just not good. I've never been good at these games.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
0!
Game over.
Alright.
Ready, true believers?
That is Marvel Superheroes vs. Street Fighter. I believe this game, I think the Japanese version of this game contains an exclusive character that was removed from all of the Western versions. So, if you want the complete version of this game, you need to get a Japanese copy, because then there's an exclusive character. Okay. Third and last game. This game was not made by Capcom. It is a standard one-on-one style fighting game. It is not a tag team game. And I happen to think this game is pretty amazing. This game is Asuka 120% Burning Fest Limited. It is a schoolgirl fighting game. Yes, I know. But it is awesome. It is the most over-the-top, hyperactive fighting game. Well, one of the most over-the-top, hyperactive fighting games I've ever played. Skip this. So, the Asuka 120% is a fairly long-running series. It started on Japanese computers, and then eventually made the jump to consoles. I don't think this series has ever officially made it west. So, here's your character select. You've got Science Girl, Soccer Girl, Karate Girl, Cheerleader Girl, Gymnastics Girl, Black Girl, apparently, sure, alright, Wrestling Team Girl, Baseball Girl, Kendo Girl? Maybe? Kendo? I don't know. Other Science Girl, and Tennis Girl. So they all represent different after-school clubs. Except these two. Oh, I think she's Chemistry Club Girl, and this is Biology Club Girl, so yeah. That's why there are two Science Girls. My favourite character to play as is this one. Oh, God. Shino? Shino? I think she's called. Can't quite... Her thing is like, she's like, oh, she's the mysterious, like, foreign exchange student. That's her thing. Also, she plays like Ryu from Street Fighter, so she's super easy to adapt to for someone who's coming from Capcom games. She's got a spin kick, she's got a fireball, she's got an uppercut. Everything a growing boy needs. Alright, we're going to fight Biology Girl first. This game does not require a RAM card to play. This is vanilla Saturn hardware that runs this. Oh. Oh my god, I'm getting worked! Okay, throw. So it's a 3-button game. It's literally just light, medium and heavy. They don't separate the punches from the kicks, so literally it really depends on its context from the direction you push on the D-pad, depends whether you put out a kick or a punch. So I'm pressing the same button to do both a spin kick and basically all 3 moves. So back quarter circles to do the spin kick, forward quarter circle to do the fireballs. Jesus. Got worked. And then forward quarter circle twice, plus the same button to do the uppercut. This game is kind of hard. This is the first fight and the AI is making me fight for my life. So what happens, the meters at the bottom of the screen there, you see they fill up red. When the meters fill up, they just activate. You don't activate them manually, they activate automatically. And once they activate and start burning, you have 10 seconds to basically put out as many super attacks as you can in that 10 seconds. And you can literally put out as many as you can put the button combination in for. That meter will burn for 10 seconds regardless of how many times you activate a super. Oh, yeah. So when their meter starts burning, you really want to try and keep them busy, just not let them have an opening. Come on, footsies! Okay. Whew. That was harder than it should have been. I will say it's been a while since I've played this, so I'm a little bit rusty. Alright, who's next? Alright, Chemistry Girl. think the name of my character might be Shinobu. Some juggling in this game. Jesus. Okay, there we go. So you can get off a one-time special if you just fill the meter to it says 100, but it's only good for one. Oh, you bitch! Whatever, I go into the next round with a full meter. She ain't got shit. Oh, you bitch! This game just turns into who can bust out the most supers the fastest at some point. Alright, round 3, here we go. Oh my god! Oh my god! Stop! Oh, supers will clash in mid-air, that's kind of cool. Okay, getting close now. Take it! Bitch! Whew! Oh my god. The game gets raw. They do not let up. AI in this game is extremely aggressive. It will... If you don't come to it, it will come to you. Whew. Alright, gymnastics girl. If I remember correctly, she doesn't hit very hard, but she's got extremely long combos. So if she gets you, she will go for days. Oh, get off! Okay, yeah, there's a dive kick as well. So if I hit forward quarter circle and attack button, she'll do this diagonal dive kick, which is really useful. Alright. Yes! Point blank range fireball. Take it. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Sometimes you can juggle them. Oh. So that clashing that you see happens when two characters come together and they are attacking at the same time. And that clash will go on for as long as the shorter of the two combos being activated. Oh God. Get up! Ha! Kick you in the head. Take it. Yeah, this game's great. I love this game. It's really easy to pick up and play. Character move lists aren't that complicated. You don't need to know a bunch of combos to be really effective at it. There's just something super satisfying about the combat in this game. It's just, it's hyperkinetic in a way that few fighting games are. Oh my God. Okay, we'll do one more fight and then I think we'll call it a video. This game's great. It's a shame this series never came west. I guess the whole anime fighting girl, anime schoolgirl fighting game aspect of it kind of scared a lot of publishers away? Maybe? Oh my God. Get... Oh, she's going for ages. Shit. Fuck. Oh my God. Martial arts girl is... or kendo girl or whatever. I don't know if that's actually... Got her. Whew. Okay. Uh-oh, fuck. Walked into that. I knew she was going to do that. And, oh my God, she hit me again. Fuck! Supers are not made equal. Some of them are definitely more useful than others. Shit! Fuck! Oh. It gets really desperate as well when you're both like low on health and all of a sudden both of your super meters click at the same time and everyone just starts going mad, desperately trying to hit that one move that's going to win. Alright, she can't use her supers unless she's really close though. So unless she gets really close, she can't hurt you with her supers. Uh-oh, 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 uh-oh. Ha! She got one off and I blocked it. Ha! Take it. Whew. I love this game. Okay. One more fight, and then we'll call it a video. Okay. Come on, baseball girl, show me what you got. Show me that pitching arm. Oof. Oh my god! Fuck! Just go! Go! One more! Yes! Oh. Okay, but she's going to start the next round with a full super meter, so I've got to watch out for that. Okay. Oh! Crap. Oh, Jesus Christ. She's super aggressive. The AI is not against just trapping you in a corner. Stop. Oh my god. And again, she's got... God damn it. Oh my god! Stop! Stop hitting me! Oh! Magic pixel gets real frantic there. My life was saved by the magic pixel. This game is so much fun. A bit button mashy and a bit unbalanced, but great fun. I think we'll call that a video. That was Asuka 120% Burning Fest Limited for the Sega Saturn. It is a great fighting game. There was a version of this that came out for the PlayStation 1 called Asuka 120% Burning Fest Special. That's literally the only difference in the name. The Saturn version is limited, the PlayStation version is called Special. And what's interesting is they're the exact same game. The game is identical, pretty much, except for the art. All of the background graphics and all of the character art is completely different in the PlayStation version. It is the same game but has different art. It's strange. I want to say the Saturn version has more detailed character animations, whereas the PlayStation version has more detailed animated backgrounds. It's like there's more stuff like happening in the backgrounds. Like the backgrounds have parallax scrolling and little animations happening in the backgrounds, but the characters themselves are less well animated, whereas this one has really well animated characters but flatter, stiller backgrounds that don't really do anything. Still, they're great games. Great games. So much fun. Anyway, thank you again for joining me for another video. Gonna think about maybe wrapping this series up. Next video will probably be the final Sega Saturn video of this series, and then we can start thinking about moving on to another system for the time being. I will most definitely return to the Sega Saturn at a later date, but thinking about maybe making some room for other consoles for the time being. So, one more video of Saturn games, and then I'll have to think about what else I can plug in. Thank you for watching this. Goodbye.